Good morning, afternoon, evening, night, late night, or after dark, or whatever time that you decide to watch this. I am the being known as Roya Rockwood, the creator of Royameadow, among other things. And this is a promotion for the Sonic Hacking Contest of 2014, of which I, for whatever reason, have been doing speed runs of some of the entries already. I was actually kind of surprised when I found out that the contest will instead be going on beginning the 18th this time around. Normally they start off on the 8th and then it goes all the way into the 14th or 15th. But this time there's a lot of different things that the hacking contest is doing right now. And, well, I can pretty much tell you some of the reasons as they're kind of out in the open thanks to the forums. Well, number one, we have a rather larger media panel this year. Aside from Mega G Wolf, John Ortiz of Some Call Me Johnny, Super Game Brothers, and Brain Scratch Comms, and Donnie of Sonic Paradox, we have Kabanramani 456, The Gaming Critique, Tales Channel, and Sega Retro joining in the mix. And currently, if I'm not mistaken, it's just John and Donnie that are in the middle of a charity run for Child's Play on Hellfire Comms. That doesn't end until, I think, a week from Saturday, or maybe a day after that. That and the fact that the judges for the hacking contest, by taking 2 weeks to get everything into place, and also to pretty much vote on whatever entries will get which trophies, that I feel is a bit more respectable. And to be rather honest, I kind of wish that they would do this more often. But hey, if I have to wait a matter of 10 or more days just for the contest to begin, I don't mind that. The time of this recording, it is I'm going to hit F11 because I've got this in full screen. August 8th. Yes, 8/8/14. I know what was going on 6 years ago. 8/8/8. What was I doing that day? I don't even remember what I was doing on August 8th of 2008. Fun times. Fun times. We actually will have a rather large entry list this time. Okay, so according to Spanner, I don't even know how to put this, because this time there aren't any fully private entries. This time it is either public or partial private. There, from what the list says on SSRG, there appears to only be 2 partial private and 38 public. So that means there's 40 entries in all. Let me just read down the list. I'm not going to mention who the authors are. If anybody wants to know who those are, I shall supply the links to both the Sonic Retro and SSRG version of the topic. For SSRG, you go to page 6. I don't know where exactly to go to for Retro, because I've been following it on SSRG more than Retro at the moment. So don't get me wrong. This is not a state of confusion. This is just a state of ignorance here on my part. So I apologize. But without further ado, let's read this list. So number 1 is Becca Sonic, the SHC 2014 demo. Big's Fishing Derby. Crazy the Hedgehog. LSD is bad. I actually do have a decent history of LSD is bad. I've been playing it for the past matter of months. It's brought to you by a certain ROM hacker that I had recorded a hack of. Check Sonic on Crack Goes with Everything. You'll know exactly who I'm referring to. Trust me though, it is much better. It is much better than SGC. Oh, SGS. SGS. Sorry. Alright. Metal Sonic Hyperdrive got another revamp. Metal Sonic and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Sonic 3 and Metal Sonic for whatever reason. Mushroom Zone. I think that's a Sonic Adventure DX hack. Because I remember seeing a Mushroom Hill Zone-esque mod for Adventure DX PC, but I'd be surprised if this actually is what I'm thinking. Mystic Cave Classic, a Sonic Adventure 7 Sonic Generations of White Space Time mod. This is release 1. Project Reiko, pre-alpha version 2. That actually sounds like it's something major, so I'm gonna keep my eye out on that one. Robotnik Returns, the Sonic Adventure Director's Cut Auto Demo Levels. I don't know what that is. However, I will presume it probably has something to... I'm presuming it's a demo creator. If it is a demo creator, then that's bad anus. I won't lie about that. There's a Ghost mod. Yeah, Sonic Adventure DX Ghost mod. Time Attack, maybe? I'm surprised I'm even making guesses on some of these mods. Because, I mean, this is the first I'm hearing of some of these, keep in mind. Sonic & Knuckles Collection SMPS Player. This is basically Sonic & Knuckles Collection. The only major difference is that it's using music in SMPS format. And I think that the tracks that were used in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Complete Collection are also brought into this, like the exclusive SNK Collection music. But I've got no idea because I actually haven't downloaded this yet. But I'll get to it at some point. Sonic 1 Gotta Go Fast Edition. Sonic 1 Hard Bosses Hack, first public release. Sonic 1 Back to the Future. This is actually an anticipated hack we've been seeing lately. It's basically Sonic 1 with Sonic CD elements, and it's done rather well. You guys will love it when you see it for the first time. Sonic 1 Color Contrast. This one features bug fixes. It is updated. More levels. It is not fully complete to my knowledge, but it's playable. It is rather stable, I'm sure. Trust me, the SHC 2013 demo was actually decently stable. However, there were still a few factors that I could not stress for the life of me. Sonic 1 FM. I don't know what that is. Sonic 1 Paint-to Edition 2. Loving the early alpha and beta releases of this that we had ended up getting. Cannot wait for the demo. There's obviously a few things that are not in the current betas that we have right now. There's a shop that we can go to. That'll be fun. Yeah, get a lot of rings. Get a lot of rings and get all the Chaos Emeralds. That's my biggest advice to you when you play Paint-to Edition 2. Stardust Gear Edition, which is another Sonic 1 hack. I've got no idea what it is. I haven't touched it. Well, then again, if it's not released, how can I touch it? How can you touch something that's not been released? Is there a way to, I don't know, go through the computer? I can't even believe I'm trying to make a Seinfeld joke while doing an SHC commentary. And keep in mind, this isn't even an official announcement. This is an unofficial announcement by somebody who is on the Sonic Retro and SSRG forums. Well, I'm a pending approval on Retro. I'll never get accepted on there. But enough of that. I will not go into details. Sonic 2 Adventure Edition, the Sonic & Knuckles demo. I'm surprised that Sonic 2 Adventure Edition is still getting work done on it, because the last time I remember playing Sonic 2 Adventure Edition or Sonic 2 Adventure Control, or was that Secret Rings Control? I forget. Sonic 2 Adventure Edition, when it was first released, I think back in the early 2010 decade, it was rather decent. I liked it. However, it's not my cup of tea, but who knows what this will bring? Who knows if it's a completely different game? Sonic 2 Rise of Chaos. Already did the speedrun for it. If you watch the speedrun, you already know what you're getting yourself into. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles Pro Survivor. Pro Survivor, like the harder bosses hack, has so many, I was gonna say fixes just alone, but it's bug fixes. I will let you know right now, it is significantly easier than its original release and counterparts. So be glad. Sonic Adventure Generations. If you saw what Sonic Adventure Generations was during the 2013 contest, you already know what you're getting yourself into. It's just the same thing, but there's more stuff this time. Sonic and Miles Double Trouble. This is a Sonic the Hedgehog 1 hack with Sonic and Miles available in it. I don't know if it's been redone at this point, but from the looks of it, it looks like a decent hack. Possibly slightly unstable. I've got no idea. We'll see. Sonic Custom Layout. Don't know. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I don't know what Sonic Custom Layout is supposed to be. What? Can we make our own custom layout? I actually remember there was a video that Marky Jester had posted. This was back in 2013 while he had his old channel. There was literally this in-game there was literally this ROM where you could make your own custom stages. It was kind of like Mario Maker, except not. But I really did like the approach that he made there. If Marky's still working on that, I would love to see it. But whether or not that actually gets released, we'll see. Really looking forward to custom layout though. Now we got 3 Adventure 7 mods, which I will never touch unless I get the PC version. We have a DLC demo for Unleashed Project, or Adventure 5 Project, as I like to say. World Adventure Packs. So basically, more stuff involving Adventure 5. And then there's the Spagonia Adventure Pack sample, which it's just the same submission, only with the Spagonia Adventure Pack, obviously. Sonic Hard Mode has nothing to do with harder levels, but I'll assume it's hard. Sonic Tetris. It's exactly what we think it is. It's Tetris with Sonic elements and Sonic. You can't have Sonic elements in a Tetris game without Sonic. It just feels unright. If you were to do that, you'd get Sonic Eraser. Aegon Toast Edition. Okay, I'm going to mention right now, this is Sinosu. This is Happasan/Sinosu. I actually do have anticipation on this. I don't know what Aegon Toast Edition is. If this is some kind of a hilarious hack, expect me to do this live. I'll do a speed run, but don't get me wrong, I will do this live if I have to. Sonic the Very Useful Engine. Okay, I'm gonna probably make my guesses right now. Is this the Thomas the Tank Engine hack? I remember Mega G Wolf had shown the Mega G Wolf showed off this Thomas the Tank Engine based Sonic ROM hack, and basically when you got all the Chaos Emeralds, which I think were Thomas the Tank Engine tokens, literally everything became Thomas the Tank Engine. All the enemies' heads, all the rings, I think a majority of the monitors, Sonic's head, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I think even Robotnik became Thomas the Tank Engine, as well as that big ball that comes out of the the big wrecking ball that comes out of his machine and the Green Hill Zone Act 3. Sorry, I did not expect that cough. I'm gonna have some water. That is some good water. Tap water, the best kind of water. You don't know if it's poisonous or not. I'm joking around. This is very fresh water. It is not poisonous by any means. But trust me, I've never gotten sick from tap water. But yeah, I'm really thinking the Sonic the Very Useful Engine is indeed the Thomas the Tank Engine hack. And if it is, oh, I'm gonna be flipping my fish. Yeah, somebody cue the Thomas the Tank Engine and his friends theme song. No, not the one that's in the new Thomas and Friends. No, I don't care a bit for the 3D series. I mean the old traditional one with Ringo Starr as the narrator. Those were some fun times. Those were some really fun times. I was only the age of 3 when I got used to that, but Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends was... It kept my sanity back then. I remember the old logo. Can we get that up? Okay, we're back. What's next? Sonic UMZ. Duck, I forgot what UMZ is. I'll figure out what UMZ is, but if I want to poke fun at this, I'm just gonna say right now, by poking fun at this, I'm gonna say Ultra Magnus Zone. Yeah, when are we gonna get our Sonic and Transformers hack? I would love that. Do you know how many people would love a Sonic and Transformers hack right now? Come on, I want to play as Ultra Magnus in the Sonic game. Somebody out there, make that possible. Sonic vs. Camera comes back. I'm actually kind of surprised. I really hope that Sonic vs. Camera is far better than it was last time. But from what it looks like, it says POC. So this is a proof of concept hack. Not much really I can really say about that, but hey, I'll still play it. If I need a second player, I'll do so, but I really don't know what the duck I'm going to be doing with that. I'll probably TAS it. Well, no, I'm not going to TAS it. I can't TAS a game that involves me having to mess around with the camera so much. Especially a game such as that one. Sonic vs. Camera was very hard for me. I will not lie. But moving on. Sonic Into the Void. Okay, Sonic Into the Void. The first time I ever heard of a place called The Void in a Sonic hack was when Sinosu had brought it up in Sonic the Hedgehog Extended Edition. And basically what the Void was, it was a place that you are warped to after a level's completed. What you would then do is you would run to the right of the screen. There'd be a ring. When you jump in that ring, you end up gaining an ability. It tells you how to use that ability. In the examples that he had shown us, it was either the Sonic CD Spin Dash or the Super Peel Out. But you know, the way that he did it, he said that he wanted to have it be Rockman X-like. And don't get me wrong, I actually kind of liked that idea. I'm actually kind of surprised that we haven't had a release of Extended Edition for almost 8 years now that I think of it. But then again, that's being made in conjunction with Mega Mix, S Factor, and Mega Edition Extended Mix, whatever that's supposed to be. So, if Into the Void literally is us going into the black world with lots of grid squares, it's got my play immediately. But if it's something completely different, I'll still give it a chance. I'll still play it. But moving on, because we're already 20 minutes and 52 seconds into this. Well, give or take 3 seconds because of the loading screen at the beginning of this commentary. What's next? Sonic the Hedgehog South Island Warped. I'm not even going to ask what this is. It probably might be kind of like Ring Ride 2 at the very least. Because when I think Warped, I think like very messy and shaky screens. Kind of like what they did with Gygas at the end of Mother 2, but that's kind of the logic that Ring Ride 2 is kind of bringing us here. Actually, I still love Ring Ride 2 to this day. Bit of advice if you ever play that ROM hack, though. Play it with the 65,535 rings Game Genie or Pro Action Replay code. I forget which one it is. You'll love it. Trust me. Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Project Demo 3, or as I like to say, Sonic Adventure 4 Project Demo 3. This is a rather anticipated one. Well, I feel that the one let's see. Melpantro did the previous one, but I don't know about this one at all. You obviously need a console that has homebrew if you're going to play this. So I don't know how it's going to go. I obviously won't be doing this. I don't even have a PlayStation 3 with homebrew, so I don't know how I'll ever get to play this mod. But if it's available, it's available. This was mentioned at the end of the hacking contest of 2013. We're going into the partial privates now. Sinasu had officially mentioned that he was in the middle of developing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Omochao Edition. Thank you. Finally, we get to play something that I did not expect to do. I'm not playing this. If any of you remember what I had uploaded back in 2011, November of 2011, for the original Sonic the Hedgehog Omochao Edition, that was a live recording. I'm not recording this live. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to save state assist it. Or if I really want to be hardcore, I'll use BizHawk and do rewind. But no, I'm going to be using Gen's re-recording for all of these ROM hacks. If only because of the fact that I don't like regular PSG. I prefer PSG sine wave. Because, I don't know, sine wave has a better sound on my ear than square waves. I don't know. It's just something about square waves I don't like anymore. Then again, Gyakuten Saiban / Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney really did a number on that. It is actually one of the reasons why I listen to sine wave more often nowadays. Oh, that beloved Objection 2001 theme. Dun 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 dun. Roya, will you please stop singing? Oh, come on, big brother. No, literally, that is what they will do to you in Big Brother. If you are singing, whether or not it be a copywritten track or not, the announcer will say, like, name of the person. Will you please stop singing? I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, come on, if I want to sing, I'll sing, but CBS actually has some legalities on that. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want them complaining about me. I don't want them doing that at all. I'm a good man. I'm a good man with a good life. I don't work from 9 to 5. I work 24 hours a day. And I try to be Luigi on my spare time, but I do not sound like Luigi now, do I? Luigi don't sound like this at all. I'm trying to imitate John's version of Luigi, but I'm failing horribly. But moving on. And Sonic 3 DA Garden Edition got another release. It's an updated version, I'm presuming, but if there's anything new about Sonic 3 DA Garden Edition, I don't know what it would be. I can't tell you off the top of my head. I couldn't tell you whatsoever. I'm probably assuming that there's new levels. That's it. Probably new levels, probably a new music, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, Sonic 2 Omochao Edition, the early work in progress, and Sonic 3 DA Garden Edition, those are partial privates this year. The other 38 hacks and mods are entirely available to the public, according to what this is saying, so, yeah. Gonna repeat myself now. The hacking contest is from the 18th to, come on mouse, please scroll down so I can get to Spanner's post, to the 24th. And I'm presuming that we will end up having the announcement of the winners on the 24th, kind of like what they did with the 2013 contest. They had the stream by Mega G Wolf and announced all the winners on that Sunday. But as I said for the media panel, we've got John Ortiz of Some Call Me Johnny, the Super Gaming Brothers. I think during John's streams we will have Brain Scratch like we did last year. That's something you'd probably want to talk with him about, not me. Because keep in mind, I'm just a messenger guy. I'm just a messenger telling you what's going on. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes at SSRG, behind the scenes of Sonic Retro, and behind the scenes at Brain Scratch Comms. So I can't tell you whatsoever. Again, Mega G Wolf's returning, as usual. He's also one of the judges this time. At least according to the site. They said that the judges may change at any time, so do put that into consideration. Cabana Monty 456 will be along with us. Johnny, as I mentioned. The Geek Critique, Tales Channel, and people from Sega Retro. And right now, again, I will repeat, as mentioned earlier in the video, because John, Donnie, and I think that's it. I think it's just John and Donnie that are busy with the Hellfire Comms charity event for Child's Play. That's the reason why we've moved it to the... why we've moved it. Why Dave moved it to the 18th, as well as to get all the hacks and mods judged immediately. And that's pretty much all you need to know for now. As for live streams, that will be mentioned probably sometime next week. Obviously, not everybody will probably be streaming at the same time. I am presuming that Mega G Wolf will probably be streaming at the same way that he was doing last year, which was 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is like 6 over there. 6/18. In our case over here, that's 1300 hours. And just to go with the same logic that happened last year, I'm presuming that John probably might be doing his streams from 8 to 10, if not 9 to 11. Or to go by Britain Standard Time, what would that be? Let's see, 1 to 3? It's either 12 to 2, it's either 0 to 2 or 1 to 3 in that case, but again, I don't know exactly what the times will be. Those will be mentioned probably sometime next week. So do stay tuned. Go down into the links to make sure that you know what's going on. And holy duck, I'm on here for 30 and a half minutes, give or take 3 seconds. Okay, as for anything else, if you have any other questions, feel free to go. I don't know if you'll probably get an answer from the judges, but if you are on Sonic Retro or SSRG and you have any questions, ask it in the thread. Maybe they'll get back to you. I've got no idea. But for now, I shall be going back to doing whatever the duck I've been doing. I've got a major project in the works. However, it will not be on this channel. I will mention what's going on at a later time. And also, I've got a speed run of Sonic Mildness that I've got uploading sometime, either later today or tomorrow, depending on when Sony Vegas decides to save the file. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this long ramble. Heck, it wouldn't have been as long had I not read all 40 entries, but hey, what can I do? I've got a lot of things to say. I'm a man with a lot of things to say when I've got the opportunity, and when it comes to mind. Is that a bad thing? No. It's actually one of the best things possible. Speak your mind, and enjoy the day. Or night. Until we talk again, I'm Roya Rockwood. Have a good day or night. Or whatever time it is that you're watching this.